So, was any of it real with a narcissist? That's what we're talking about today, y'all. Was any of the relationship real with a narcissist or a toxic person? Because as a diagnosed narcissist, I get this question a lot, a lot, a lot. I promise you, this is one of the most frequently asked questions in all of my, across all of my social media platforms. I get this question a lot, or some form of it. Was any of it real with the narcissist? Did they ever love me? Like, was it all fake from the beginning? And people expect me to be able to answer that question. Like, who y'all think I am? No, seriously. I'm not trying to hurt y'all's feelings. Let me preface by saying this. Was any of it real with a narcissist? So, a lot of people are going to say no. A lot of people are literally going to open their mouths and just like, well, Lee, just tell the truth. None of it was real with a narcissist. I cannot say that because I truly don't believe that none of it was real with a narcissist. Are there psychopaths out there who intentionally manipulate people from the very beginning of the relationship? Yes, those people absolutely exist. And those people absolutely exist to try and find a way to hurt other people, right? They try to find a way to bring you down. They try to find a way to get what they can from you. Get what they can from you, take it, and then dip on you. Those people absolutely do exist. I'm not questioning that. I'm not challenging that at all. What I'm saying is, your regular run-of-the-mill narcissist, I do think a lot of us think it's real from the beginning. It feels real to us. A lot of us. Not every single one of them, but a lot of us. And let me say this as well before I dig too deep. Do not, just because I said that right there, just because I said that some of it could have been real from the beginning, don't take that as a sign to go back, to reach out to them, to break no contact. Do not do that. Well, Lee said some of it was real, so I should reach out again. No, I don't do that. Do not do that. I'm looking at you. Don't do that because it will not serve you. It will not serve you at all, right? Narcissistic people are typically out here to serve themselves, right? That's just the truth right there. They're typically out here to serve themselves. But just because they're trying to serve themselves doesn't mean that they don't care about other people. I'll say that right there. Just because they're trying to serve themselves does not mean that they just have the absolute, they can't care for other people. Because again, I truly just don't believe that to be true. Because a lot of narcissists can care, right? And the reason I don't just tell people, no, they never cared, because a lot of people ask me this over Zoom. When I do my Zoom calls, my one-on-ones, available at mentalhealness.net, link in the description of every video. A lot of people ask me that question. I'm just like, look, some of it could have been real, but don't take that as a sign to go back. Do not take that as a reason to go back into toxicity. Don't do that. Don't ever do that, right? Don't ever do that at all. Because some people will take that as an excuse to try to go back. But I don't tell people that it wasn't real from the beginning because it doesn't serve people, right? Because people want to know that they mattered for the most part. A lot of people who come to me, who do one-on-ones with me, who join my support group or take one of my courses, a lot of people just want to know that they mattered, right? And I just tell people, I cannot just look somebody in their face and just say, hey, look, I know you were together with this person for 30 years, but it was all fake, right? It was all fake from the beginning. It was all fake from the beginning. Lala, don't do that. Come here. My dog is in here trying to eat something my kids left on the floor. Come sit. I can't sit right there and tell somebody that has been together with somebody for 40 years that your entire relationship was fake. 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, any amount of time, because that hurts right there, y'all. That would hurt my feelings, right? That would hurt my feelings if somebody were to tell me that my relationship was fake from the beginning. So I try not to tell other people that because it doesn't serve, at the end of the day, it doesn't serve anybody to hear it that way, right? So it could have been real. A lot of it could have been real from the beginning because narcissistic people some of them do have the ability to care for you. It just might not be to the quality that you need. Let me say that again. It might not be to the quality that you need. That's my background vibrate, my dog. It just might not be up to the quality or ilk that you need. Narcissistic people, I don't think a lot of them have the ability to go deep into their emotional bag and to care for you like you deserve to be cared for. In the beginning, it might seem that way. In the beginning, it could very well go that way, right? But at the end of the day, a lot of them just don't possess the ability to go deep. They can do the surface level stuff. This is why a lot of narcissists give you, like I said, a lot of narcissistic people will give you gifts and things like that. They'll give you gifts. They'll do things like that in order to satiate you, in order to do things for you. Lala, come here. No, don't go over there to eat that. Come here. My kids left stuff on the floor, y'all. Sorry. I don't cut the video. But a lot of narcissistic people give you gifts as a show of love. That's why they always trying to shower you with gifts. Like, you need an apology. Here's a bracelet. Here's a PlayStation 5 controller. Here's something like that. It's very rarely going to be anything on a deep emotional connection. It's very rarely going to be anything deep. Let's go sit down in therapy to talk about our feelings. No, it's not going to be that. It's going to be like, here's some roses. Here's a necklace. Here's some socks. Here's some lingerie you can wear while clap them cheeks. Use something they get something for them, right? But that's what happens. So I do think that a lot of narcissists have the ability to love you to a certain extent. Let's just say you measure love on a scale of 1 to 10. Let's put it simplistic like that. You measure love on a scale from 1 to 10. 10 being the maximum amount of love that anybody could give. 10 being the amount of love and stuff that you yourself have put into this relationship, right? I think narcissists on a good day might be able to get to 4, 5, maybe, right? That's why when I tell people this, you're going to vibe with this. That's why you very rarely ever get out of a relationship with a narcissist, but what you put into it. That's why it's very rarely going to be equitable. There's very rarely any equity. You're not going to get out what you totally put in. That just doesn't happen when you're dealing with a narcissistic person. It just doesn't happen. So you will be giving, but not receiving. You get half of what you put in. And that's not enough. Some people don't even get half. You get 30%. On that 1 to 10 scale, you get a 3 back. So you putting in $10, you get $3 back. And some people are getting 1. Some people, you get $1 back, right? Or you giving $1, you getting a dime back. Some of y'all getting pennies. Some of you getting pennies back. Is a penny of love enough for you? It might be for some people. Some people will graciously accept that penny because that penny means that it's better than zero, right? It's better than nothing. That penny is better than nothing. And a lot of people have that similar mindset. At least I'm getting something out of it. Well, a penny would be better than nothing, Lee, technically. I would pray for a dime of love back. I put $1 in, I get a dime back. Well, that sounds good to me. That's when you had to start. That's when if you're thinking like that, that's when you got to start thinking. That's when you got to start taking a deeper look into yourself. Like, why am I willing to accept less, right? Why am I willing to accept so much less in order to be with this person? Why am I willing to tolerate so much more BS to be with this person? Why am I willing to do that? Why am I willing to, why am I willing to be here with this person when they're treating me horribly? Those are questions that you have to ask yourself. Those are questions that at the end of the day, only you can answer, right? Those are questions that only you can truly answer, because the answers to those questions are going to help set you free. And a lot of people do not want to go sit down and try to answer those questions because the answer to those questions is going to hurt, right? If you kind of try to dig deeper into yourself, the answer to those questions about why you're willing to accept less, they're going to probably hurt your feelings. So this is why so many people are battling with the fact that, like, well, I tolerated so much less to be with this person. This person hasn't given me anything, but they're expecting the most out of me. This person is treating me like crap, but I'm giving them everything. This person had nothing when I first met them. I built them up, and now they act like they don't care about me anymore. There's so many different aspects of this right here. So some of it could have been real with a narcissistic person, but just as some of it could be real, it could be taken away from you. That's why relationships with narcissists are so tough to get rid of, to get out of, because a lot of these relationships, they like I said, a lot of these people, they're going to start treating you like crap after they've given you everything. After a lot of times they've love bombed you and matched your energy at the beginning of a relationship, you're like, damn, this person loves me. I've never felt this way about anybody. Nobody has treated me this well before. And then once the relationship starts to kind of roll and gets to rolling, you be like, what? Is this what I really need? Is this person really going to be there for me? Is this person really this ain't the same person that I met? And a lot of y'all are going to experience that right there. A lot of y'all are going to experience that this isn't the same person that I first met. This isn't the same person that I fell in love with. This isn't the same person that that promised me the world, or that told me that they were going to give me everything. They said we're going to get married and have kids. This isn't the same person that I first met. So some of it could be real, y'all, but a lot of times it's going to seem like an illusion at the end, right? I know so many people that are dealing with narcissists. At the end of the day, you want to know that you matter. And of course, like I said, a lot of you might have mattered to that narcissistic person, right? But that does not mean you should try to go back into toxicity because you think well, Lee, I'm gonna go back and try to get that dime. No. Why would you go back and try to get a dime when there's people out there willing to give you to double your return? Why would you go back and try to get that dime when there's people out there that are willing to double your investment? There's people out there that are willing to double your investment. Like you give them $1, they give you $2 back. I know that thought right there is just like, well, people out there, there's nobody out there like that. Just because you haven't met that person yet doesn't mean that they don't. Narcissistic robot talking too fast. Just because you haven't met that person yet doesn't mean that person doesn't exist. So many people have gotten caught up and lost in the sauce of toxicity that you don't believe that true love exists because you're willing. This person that you've been with has you willing to accept a dime. When you putting dollars in, when you putting $100 in, you putting $10 in, you getting 10 cents on a dollar back. When you used to feel like you get 50, 60, and it seems like every year it goes down. Like the return on investment goes down. Normally when you give them that $1, they're giving you 10 back, right? They're giving you, they used to give you 50 cents back. Now they give you 40. Now they give you 20. Now they give you a quarter. Then they give you a dime, and then a nickel, and then a penny. Some of them might give you zero. I'm not laughing at y'all, but like some of them might start giving you zero. And they'll tell you, like, it's kind of like you negotiate with an auctioneer or somebody at a pawn shop. $10, 10 cents. That's the best I got. Leave it or take it. Take it or leave 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 it. You like, I'll take it. And that's it. Well, since you were willing to take 10, you might be willing to take 5. And they give you 5 cents back. And some people are willing to accept that. That's a question you have to answer for yourself, y'all. So some of it could have been real. But from the narcissist, I promise you, a lot of it was real. But then because narcissistic people are so afraid of vulnerability and getting super close to people, that they start doing things to push you away. They start doing things on purpose that will ruin their relationship. They start doing things on purpose that are going to destroy the relationship as a whole. Right? They start self-sabotaging because you're getting too close. Because things are getting too real, they start to self-sabotage. And once they start to self-sabotage, y'all, it's damn near impossible to stop it. It's like, I'm telling you, it's like a ball rolling downhill. Once they start to self-sabotage, it goes downhill and it blows the hell up. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for making it to the end of my video. Y'all know I appreciate y'all being here. Hit that subscribe button, please. We're so close to 500K. 500,000 of y'all here that I've helped, whose lives I've touched. I'm so grateful for y'all. Also, click one of these videos on the screen, my recent upload, or my, a video that's chosen for you. Anyways, y'all, thank you so much. Everything about me is at mentalhealness.net. Thank you so much. I'm out. Peace.